Hi, it's Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make the most gorgeous high-end red berry Christmas wreath. Isn't this gorgeous? I'm so excited to show you how to make it. The materials you're going to need for this wreath are a lot of evergreens and red berries, red flowers, just a few different red pieces. And just so you know, this wreath does have a kit to go along with it while supplies last. I will have that linked in the description of this video if you want to grab a kit. I'll also have the wreath linked, but once they're sold out, they will be sold out. Also using my favorite hot glue and hot glue gun and my favorite wire cutters, and I'm using a 14-inch grapevine wreath. If you want to make this wreath in a larger size, you want to use an 18-inch grapevine, I would recommend buying 2 kits for that. To start, I'm using 3 different kinds of pine. I've got this briar pine, Larix pine, and just a regular pine. I love that these are all pine, but the texture is so great. I love all the differences. And this one has little pine cones in it. How cute are they? I love it. So fun. And then we have these red branchy flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? I love the quality on these. As soon as I saw them, I had to have them. And actually, these are what inspired this wreath. I wanted to make a nice big red berry wreath that just looks full and vibrant with lots of texture. All stemmed from this, pun intended. I have 3 of these. We've got these other berries, these red berries. I love them. And then we have another kind of red berry that are smaller. They're these little berry clusters. So we have 3 different kinds of pine and then 3 different kinds of red. So if you miss grabbing the kit or you want to do this using materials you can buy at your local retail store, those are the things to look for. But like I said, if you want to grab a kit, I will have it linked in the description. I've already cleaned up my grapevine. So now I'm going to add in our first greenery. This one does shed a little bit. It's a little bit of a messier one. And I'm going to add it first, just as our base. So I'm just cutting up. Each of these has a bunch of different stems. So we actually get quite a bit of greenery from one bush. We get 9 picks from that one bush. That is excellent. So now I'm just gluing the stem, placing it along the grain of the grapevine. This wreath is going to be about 23 inches big, give or take an inch. And we want to make sure we put some on the inside and on the outside of the grapevine. All right, so now we have our first layer. Now we're going to add our next layer, and I love these because they're so wild looking. Oops. They're so fun. I actually just used this bush in a recent tutorial I did in my VIP group. It's so cute. I should show you. I love this greenery because it's so versatile. But this is a tutorial we did inside of my VIP group. Look how cute it is. But it uses the same pine. I love it. And look how wild it is. It's so cute. So I'm using this in a completely different style wreath today. So first I'm just separating all the pieces. And this is all just a backdrop for all the red. So now we're just gluing in between. Make sure your pine cones are facing forward. I love how these pieces stick out. They give this wreath a little bit of a wild look. Now we're gonna add our last pine. Oh, I love this. It's so natural looking. I kind of just want to grab these stems and put them in a vase. Wouldn't that be pretty? So for these, each one is going to get cut into 4 different pieces. See that? Nice and easy. I love that this one looks so realistic even on the stems. That's why it's great, like I said, if you wanted to make your wreath and then just have a vase of stems to make a little bouquet on the side, that'd be so cute. So this means we're going to have 8 pieces total. I also use these in that wreath I just showed you that we made in my VIP group. I really like the natural look of these 2 different kinds of pine together. They look so good. This one's very realistic looking. I love it. Okay, so this one's thicker, and the rest are thin. So I just want to make sure we separate those. And I really want these to stick out. In fact, I'm going to save these 2 for the middle, and everything else is going to go on the outside. Now our smallest pieces are going to go on the inside. Bring it in. Just make sure they're opposite each other. All right, now we have all our greenery. Now's the fun part, putting in all the red. I'm going to start with our larger berries. And I think if I have any extras after doing all the kits, I'll probably list them in my shop as well, if anybody's interested, because I know having good quality berries is important. Now, if you find any that have a little piece taken off, like a couple of these, you can either get a red Sharpie and fill it in, or just cut it off. I don't have a red Sharpie with me, so I'm just going to cut it off, but either way works. And now we're just going to place these around the wreath. Don't neglect the outside, so the longer stems can make the berries go out pretty far. All right, there's after 1 layer of red. Now we're going to add in our berry clusters. So fun. So each one of these has 3 clusters, and these are great. They're really going to give some red coverage to this wreath. so good. I love all the red. So pretty. All right, now we're really gonna add some red, and I am gonna cut these up so that I can have more control over where they go. All right, I decided to do one more of these because I really like the look. So we're doing 4 of these branches. This is so pretty. I love it so much. All right, I made a last minute decision. I wanted to add more red berries because I want this to be over the top red berry. So I actually have another kind. I ordered a lot of different red berries because I just love them so much. So these are different. They're longer. I actually use them in a cedar wreath that I have. That's really simple. But I thought this would look so good to bring just another kind of red berry here. So I'm just cutting the stems like this. I'm not going to need this whole bush, just like a few stems of it, which I will add to the kit. And just doing this one thing is going to help so much. So I'm just separating them into different picks so that we can control the placement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of these. I'm going to stick with 12 of these. That way 2 of these branches is 12 pieces. So that will be perfect for this. So I'm going to take away 2. All right. So we have 12 extra berry branches. And we're going to add those in. I just want this wreath to have an overabundance of red berries look. That's what I'm going for. So these outside pieces are going pretty much wherever there's a green section without any red in it. We want lots and lots of red. I love the monochromatic look. It looks very high end, but with lots of different textures. So, so pretty. This is so cute. Okay, All right, here it is. What do you think? I love this so much. This is very high end. I love all the details. It is so good. And just so you know how to hang it, I've added a jute loop to the back so it just hangs just like that. It's beautiful even from the back. Don't forget, if you want to make this wreath, this is about 23, 24 inches in diameter on a 14-inch grapevine. I have the kit linked below in the description. If you want a grapevine, in addition, I'm going to sell this as florals only, but there's an option to upgrade if you want me to include a grapevine as well. But I love this so much. Oh, it looks so high end, very Pottery Barn-esque. Anyway, let me know what you think of this style. And of course, if you like a different color, do the same thing with, maybe you like white, maybe you like gold, maybe you like blue, whatever you like. I like red because it's so classic. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.